Hercules climbed out of the pits of Hades and destroyed the gods of Olympus, spoiler alert, and now it's time to look back on Kratos' massacre of Greek mythology. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 God of War bosses. For this list, we're counting down the best boss battles in the entire God of War series. We are ranking these bosses based on a combination of how epic they are, as well as how fun they were to beat. Number 10, Aegeon, the Hecatoncheires, God of War Ascension. In the prequel to the God of War series, Kratos is imprisoned inside the massive Aegeon for breaking his blood oath to always serve Ares. As he escapes, we find out that the prison is actually alive. And not only do you fight the prison, but you fight it while you're on it. In a series that spans multiple games, it's hard to live up to the reputation of the other boss battles we've been spoiled by, but that's why we had to put this on the list. Number 9, the Kraken, God of War 2. The only boss in the God of War series not to be based in Greek mythology, the Kraken is the last major boss you must face before you reach the Sisters of Fate. Doubling as a puzzle as well as a battle, you must use the body of the last Spartan to weigh down pressure pads so you can fly up and cut down the tentacles of the Kraken. After figuring out what you're doing, the Kraken eats the body, and you must dislodge it from the pillars it's grabbed onto and deal the final blow with an extendable bridge. Number 8, Hercules, God of War 3.
Hello, brother.
On his way to destroy the gods of Olympus, Kratos is impeded by the queen of the gods, Hera, who has you fight her champion Hercules. Hercules considers this fight his final labor, as he believes he will be able to claim the title of God of War for himself.
Soon I will become the God of War and claim the throne for myself.
During the fight, Kratos is able to overcome Hercules' strength and steal his cestus. After rising to the challenge of fighting barehanded, Hercules lifts the arena up, hoping to send Kratos to his death, only to have the floor fall on him, allowing Kratos to brutally kill the once former champion. Number 7, Zeus, God of War 3.
Kratos, help!
Put her down, Zeus!
At last, the final confrontation, father versus son. Although you do fight Zeus in the second God of War game, it's here that you finally get to exact your revenge. This fight is drawn out into a series of battles, starting with the fight for Pandora's box, inside the Titan Gaia's heart, and in the arena. After killing Zeus, you have to fight his ghost, and even then he comes back to life temporarily, where you are then able to deal the final blow. What does it take for this guy to stay dead? Number 6, the Hydra, God of War. Not only the first boss of the game, but of the entire series, the Hydra was our initiation to the world of God of War and Greek mythology. While navigating on a ship, Kratos is attacked by Hydra heads and eventually confronts the Hydra King, which is the central and dominant head. This head is so dangerous that its mere roar could send Kratos careening off of the platform. After nearly getting eaten alive, Kratos is able to subdue the Hydra by impaling it with the ship's mast. Number 5, Ares, God of War.
You have no idea what a true monster is, Kratos.
Acting as the final boss of the first God of War game, Ares was our first taste of god-slaying. After finally retrieving Pandora's box, Kratos grows in size to put him on more even terms with Ares. After Ares transforms into a more beastly god, they confront in an epic clash of warriors. Ares then torments Kratos with memories of how he killed his family. However, Kratos escapes these visions and delivers the killing blow to take the title of God of War for himself.
I was trying to make you a great warrior.
You succeeded.
Number 4. Colossus of Rhodes, God of War 2. This bronze statue, made in the likeness of the sun god Helios, is one of the more unique boss battles in the God of War series. The statue is brought to life when Zeus transfers some of Kratos' godly power into it. You must fight your way through the city of Rhodes to finally confront the Colossus head-on, and eventually pierce through it so you can destroy it from the inside out. This boss definitely geared you up for the larger-than-life battles that were to come later in the game. Number 3. Poseidon, God of War 3.
You challenge me, mortal? The god of Olympus?
As one of the first gods you face in the third God of War game, Poseidon appears inside of a giant water projection surrounded by his steeds. This battle quickly turns into a three-way fight as Gaia gets her shot in while Kratos and Poseidon duke it out.
For the greatness of Olympus!
Inadvertently assisting Kratos, Gaia is able to weaken Poseidon's projection, allowing Kratos to pull him out and fight the god mano a dio. After getting the upper hand, you get a first-person perspective of Poseidon's death as Kratos gouges his eyes out and twists his neck. Number 2. Hades, God of War 3. It's pretty much a fact at this point that not even the underworld can hold Kratos. And on his way through this time, he does battle with the god of the underworld himself, Hades. This is a tricky fight, as you are fighting Hades on his home turf, with legions of the dead at his disposal. Eventually in the battle, you're able to reveal his grotesque face under the helmet, and even play a glorified game of tug of war to try to rip out Hades' own soul. Obviously Kratos wins, and Hades is sent back to the pits of Hades. I guess that works. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
If you challenge us, you will die. Medusa, the queen of the Gorgons. Bring me her head, Kratos, and I will give you the ability to wield its power.
Number 1. Kronos, God of War 3.
The murderer of Gaia enters my tomb. Kronos!
In a series filled with grandiose boss battles, Kronos still stands ahead of the pack. During your confrontation with the Titan, you fight him while riding on his body. During each phase, he throws waves of enemies at you, and when they're all clear, like a Greek surgeon, you must cut through and rip off parts of his body. Starting with the fingernails and working your way around, you eventually get swallowed, which allows you to cut Kronos open from the inside out, giving a new meaning to the words open heart surgery. Do you agree with our list? What was your favorite boss battle from the God of War series?
Zeus has no favorites.
For more epic top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
And you will not see the end of this day.